Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the development section of a sonata. So I'm not going to make you listen to the whole beginning. If you want to listen to that, you can go to the cheat sheet. I put a file up for the whole thing. So I'm just going to start from the beginning of the development. What we're going to listen for is what fragments of the exposition are played again in the development. That's going to help us decide whether it's a full rotation, which is what we call it if there's stuff from both before and after the medial caesura, or a half rotation where there's stuff from only one side of the medial caesura or the other. There are other types of rotations like double rotations that we'll deal with as we see them. Okay, so let's listen, see if you can figure out where the material comes from, and also if you can figure out where the beginning of the recapitulation is. Yes. Okay, hopefully at this point you said, oh, we're back in C major, we're back in the original primary theme zone, so that is my recapitulation. So that means our development goes from the top of the page here to measure 68 here. So let's see if we can figure out where the material comes from. So this opening gesture is just sort of reminiscent of the way that the exposition ended. See, ba, ba. We're just hopping into A minor. So then our first bit of real developed material is this. So it's just a fragment of the wheels of the bus, right? So does that come before or after the medial caesura? That's right, it comes after. It was from our original closing zone. So it gets played in A minor, and then we have another big cadence that ratchets it to E minor, very tense. We get the same wheels on the bus in the bass there, but it gets to go a little bit further, takes in a two diminished or half diminished 7 chord, which turns into a fully diminished 7 chord, which excitingly modulates us into B flat minor, which is a long way away from E minor. Takes the melody up to the top. But we're still dealing with the wheels on the bus, right? So far we're still looking at material from after the medial caesura. Now the next thing we hear is we have a little ba ba black sheep, right? And this little trill thing kind of gives that away. So ba ba black sheep in B minor, it's again kind of sinister, but that comes from before the medial caesura. So since we have material from both before and after the medial caesura, that makes this a full rotation. And that's kind of what I expect to see as a first level default. So the full rotation, and then we said the recapitulation starts here. Okay, recapitulation. So the next thing that we're going to look for in the development, we've isolated where all the ideas come from. What we're going to look for, and it's kind of hard to find here, is the last cadence in the development. So let's listen to just as we come up to the end here. So there's kind of two places it could be. It's like a weak moment here with this augmented augmented sixth chord, German augmented sixth going to a 5, and then a 5/7, a 5 going to a 5 in C major. So either one of those, depending on what you feel is the most secure, strong cadence, it would be a fine place. I'm going to put it here, just because that 5 of 5 going to 5. Whoops, it's really a half cadence. Sorry. And then we have this little snippet of material that just takes us from that music back into the recapitulation. And this is what I'm going to call the retransition. Often retransitions are pretty simple material. As I said, their function is to get us from whatever key we're in back to the key of the tonic. So in this case, we probably would have been okay without a retransition. We probably could have gone and hung out there and then started right in with the bar bar black sheep. But just to give a little bit of extra chromaticism in there, I added the retransition to get us into the recapitulation. So that's really it for the development. We're looking for rotation. What kind of rotation? A half or a full or something else? And then we're looking for the last cadence in the development. We're looking for where the blocks of material come from, and then we're looking for, is there a retransition or not? Okay.